Every single morning, before you wake up, this happens. The CIA director walks into the Oval Office, sits across from the president, and tells them what the world actually looks like. Not the news version, the real version. That director started right here. $20,000 a year, a job they couldn't explain to their own family. 8 ranks, real salaries, nothing held back. Let's go. But before rank 1, we need to talk about the thing most people skip. How do you actually get in? Because the hiring process alone eliminates 95% of applicants. Step 1. You apply online. That part is easy. Here's what nobody tells you. The moment your application hits their servers, before you've heard anything back, they've already started checking you. Your social media, not just recent posts, everything, going back years. Your finances. Debt is a red flag. Not because you're broke, but because people in debt can be bribed. Your travel history. Certain countries? That raises questions. Your family. People you listed as references, and people you didn't. If you survive the screening, they call you in for the polygraph. And this is not your average lie detector test. They ask about drug use, every instance, going back to your teenage years, sexual history, foreign contacts, financial decisions. And here's the part that kills most people. They do it twice. First session, practice run. They're studying how your body reacts to lying. Second session, they compare everything. After that, a CIA psychologist sits with you for hours. Not checking if you're mentally healthy, checking if you're the right kind of mentally healthy. Can you keep a secret from the people you love? Can you stay calm when the world is falling apart around you? Total time from application to job offer? 6 months, minimum. Usually 12 to 18 months. And if you survive all of that, congratulations. You've earned the right to take a job you can barely talk about. Rank 1. CIA Undergraduate Scholarship Program. You're still in college. The CIA found you, or you found them, and they saw something in you. Your salary? $20,000 a year, part-time. You work during school breaks, you study during the year, and when you graduate, if your performance is strong, you get a guaranteed full-time offer. No competing, you're already inside. Day 1. You walk through the front doors in Langley, Virginia. There's a giant eagle mosaic on the floor, the CIA seal. You almost step on it. Someone quietly stops you. First lesson, of many. You drop your phone in a lockbox at the entrance. No personal phones inside. No smartwatches. No personal laptops. Your workspace has no windows. You sit under fluorescent lights, surrounded by people who've been doing this for 15 years, and you read classified documents and write summaries. $20,000 barely covers your gas money, but you're not here for the money. And that is exactly the kind of person they want. The hardest part of rank 1? Not the work. Thanksgiving dinner. Mom asks where you're interning. You say, the government. She asks what department. You say, an agency in DC. She thinks you're being weird. She tells your aunt. Your aunt agrees. When the offer letter finally comes, your salary almost doubles overnight. $20,000 becomes $36,000. You are no longer a student trainee. You are a CIA Intelligence Analyst. Your real career begins. Quick fact: the CIA has a Starbucks inside Langley. The baristas have top-secret security clearances. The receipts just say, Store number 1, because even the coffee shop is classified. Rank 2. Junior Intelligence Analyst, 36 to 50,000 a year. First thing you notice? 3 computer monitors, each one a different color border. Left, unclassified. Middle, secret. Right, top secret SCI. That right monitor shows things most members of Congress aren't cleared to see. You start with the left one. You earn your way to the right. Your job is reading 3 types of intelligence. Human, real humans in foreign countries, secretly feeding information back to the US. SIGINT, intercepted phone calls, emails, encrypted messages cracked by the NSA. And IMINT, satellite photographs, overhead shots of military bases, in countries you cannot name out loud in public. You read all 3. You synthesize them. You write a summary. Your first summary takes 2 days. Your supervisor reads it in 7 minutes and sends back a page of corrections. You fix it. You resubmit. More corrections. You are not offended because you're starting to understand what good looks like at the CIA. And your first version wasn't it. Here's the part that breaks some people. Your report lands on the desk of a general, a cabinet secretary. Decisions that affect thousands of lives flow from it. And your name is nowhere on it. The ones who stay, they're motivated by mission, not recognition. The ones who leave, the CIA expected them to leave. Rank 3 is where everything changes, because now you're not writing summaries anymore. You're writing assessments. And there is a brutal difference. A summary tells you what happened. An assessment tells you what's going to happen next. If you're wrong, people die. Rank 3, Intelligence Analyst, 55 to 80,000 a year, 3 to 5 years in. You've proved yourself. A senior official reads your assessment over their morning coffee. It tells them what a foreign government is likely to do in the next 30 to 90 days, where a terrorist network is probably planning to strike. You start before 5 a.m. every day. Overnight intelligence from around the world lands on your desk. By 7 a.m., your brief is submitted. By 7:30, someone powerful is reading it. When you're right, and at this rank, if you're still here, you usually are, there is no feeling like it. You connected 3 pieces of intelligence from 3 different countries, and you called it. And nobody will ever know it was you. But you know. When you're wrong, you sit in a room with 5 people who are very, very quiet. And somewhere in that debrief, you find the moment where you had the data and read it wrong. You carry that for the rest of your career. At grade 12, you're making 80,000 a year. And for the first time in your career, the road splits. 2 paths. 2 completely different lives. Track A, you stay at your desk. Track B, you disappear into the field. We're covering both. Track A, Senior Intelligence Analyst, 85 to 108,000 a year. You are now the lead voice on your topic inside the CIA. When the agency forms its official position on China's military expansion, your name is on that document. You manage a team of 3 to 6 junior analysts. Their mistakes become your output. 60-hour weeks are standard. During a crisis, and there is always a crisis, 70, 80 hours happen. No overtime, because you signed up for the mission. But here's why people stay. The gap between what the public knows and what you know is enormous. And once you've seen the world from inside that gap, you can never go back. Track B. You chose the other path, and they sent you to the farm, CIA's covert training facility. Camp Peary, Virginia. 18 months. They teach you surveillance detection, how to spot if 6 to 8 people are following you, rotating positions, switching clothes, using different vehicles. They teach you tradecraft, dead drops, cover identities, alias documentation, and most importantly, they teach you how to recruit. Because your job as an operations officer is not to collect intelligence yourself. It's to find foreign nationals who have access to what America needs and convince them to secretly provide it. You spend months, sometimes years, building a relationship, becoming their friend, their confidant. And then, when the moment is right, you make the pitch. The pitch. The most dangerous conversation in intelligence. You're sitting across from a foreign national, about to reveal your true identity and ask them to commit espionage against their own country. If they say yes, you have an asset. A human being who will risk their life for you. If they say no, best case, you're pulled from the country. Worst case, significantly worse. And some operations officers die. Not many, but some. When they do, they get a star on that wall at Langley, sometimes with no name underneath it, because they died doing something that officially they were never doing. 4 ranks left, and we haven't even gotten to the rank where you run every CIA operation in an entire country, or the rank where your budget hits hundreds of millions. If you've been watching this far, subscribe, because it only gets bigger from here. Rank 5, Station Chief. One of the most powerful operational positions in the entire intelligence world, and one of the loneliest. Every country where the CIA operates has a station, a team embedded inside the U.S. Embassy under diplomatic cover. You run everything, every officer, every asset, every operation in the entire country. Salary, $130,000 to $155,000, plus hazard pay and high-risk postings. Here's what this rank actually looks like. At 2 in the morning, a coup attempt, a terrorist attack, an asset gets compromised. Your secure phone rings. Washington is on the line. Not calling to check in, calling because you are the only person in that country with the full picture. That someone is you. Most station chiefs are posted away from home for 2 to 3 years at a time. Holidays on a secure phone call. Kids growing up with an absent parent. Most station chiefs will tell you they don't regret it. Most of their families would give you a more complicated answer. Rank 6, Division Chief, Senior Intelligence Service Level 1, the CIA's equivalent of a military general. $155,000 to $180,000 a year. Fewer than 1,000 people in the entire CIA hold this designation. You don't run one country anymore. You run an entire region, Europe, the Middle East, East Asia. Your budget? Hundreds of millions of dollars. You testify before Congress, but not in the normal way. Closed session. Behind closed doors. No cameras. No public record. You coordinate with foreign intelligence partners daily. MI6, Mossad, the BND. These aren't phone calls. These are relationships built over decades. And at dinner parties, When someone asks what you do, you say, government work, and change the subject. You've been doing that so long, you're not even uncomfortable with it anymore. Rank 7, Deputy Director of the Central Intelligence Agency, 185 to 203,000 a year. While the director handles the political side, you run the machine. 20,000 employees, 100 countries, every active intelligence program, every budget. If the CIA is an aircraft carrier, the director is the admiral, and you are the captain who actually runs the ship. Your day starts before 5 a.m. You don't have lunch. You have a working lunch. You don't leave before 9 p.m. And your home is wired to the Situation Room. So leaving the office doesn't mean leaving the job. Your home address is classified. Your family has a security detail. Your kids have been told their whole lives never to discuss what their parent does. They're adults now. They still don't fully know. To get here took 25 to 30 years. And above you, just one more rank. This is rank 8. Every single morning. Rank 8, Director of the Central Intelligence Agency. The top, the ceiling, the one. $221,000 a year, which, by the way, is less than a first-year investment banker on Wall Street. Nobody does this for the money. You were nominated by the president, confirmed by the Senate, and now, every single morning, 7 days a week, you walk into the White House and tell the most powerful person on Earth what the world actually looks like. You command satellites that can identify a single person from orbit, cyber capabilities that most nations don't know exist, human networks across more than 100 countries. And when you retire, you'll write a book. Large portions of it will be redacted before it's published. You'll go to speaking engagements. People will ask you about the world, and you'll smile and dance around the edges of what you actually know, because the clearance will be gone. But the secrets you carry, those stay with you forever. And you're okay with that. Because you were never in this for the recognition. $20,000 as a student trainee, $221,000 as director, 35 years, 8 ranks, one career that most people can't even imagine. That is the CIA. If you made it this far, you already know the next video. Every rank inside the Secret Service, the real salaries, what it's actually like to take a bullet for the president. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and drop a comment. Which rank would you want? See you in the next one.